It's Fusion Radio, Brian Stinson, YTS Keys, man. The guests keep coming, man. So, like, look, you know why I'm excited? Now, I definitely don't want to get myself in trouble, man. But when we get into where this next artist is from, I tend to always get myself in trouble because some of y'all think that I'm biased and I only get excited for this side of town. But I really love all sides of town, but I never forget where I came from. And so anytime when I can have someone in the station that represents that side of town, it's always something special. Yeah. And one of the program directors for the station said, you need to have more West Side artists in the building because your energy is through the roof when you have the West Side artists. My program director on Sundays told me, like, for real, man, I need you to have some more West Side artists. I think that was partially because he from the West Side. I think that's why. So he was like, yeah, you definitely got it. But my brother is here, man. Telly, Capone, man. What's the deal, brother?
Man, you already know. Chilling, man. Chilling.
All right, so I got to get into, man, like your involvement with music. What birthed that?
My environment, it come through like a family thing. Like my family, it runs through our family. Like I had multiple people that rapped in my family, church-going family, pretty much like that. Like one of the biggest rappers in my family was Duke Acapella. He was a rapper from up north, but you know he was tooken. So.
So man, like those of you that's listening, you know I didn't say what side of town he was for a purpose because I want him to tell y'all what side of town he from.
Yeah, I'm from the West Side, 290.
Come on, man.
Your business.
Come on, man. Yeah. Now I know you weren't here when I do these 290 interviews, but man, I told people, man, I get so excited because man, they done redid the expressway. So we got a roller coaster now. Did you notice that? We got a roller coaster. You start at the top.
I don't even get on that no more, man.
You don't get on that no more?
Nah. It's
you take the streets
now. I be getting lost, all type of stuff. Almost got lost coming here.
That's real right there. Yeah, man. The first time I took that, and I was like, man, we sitting up real high.
Man.
And then we just sort of sizzle all down.
Like we on Oregon or something.
That's real right there, man. So Telly Capone is here, man. It's Fusion Radio, Brian Stinson, YTS Keys, man. What was the moment, man, when you knew music was something that you wanted to do?
That's crazy. It was like 2 years ago. I did Groovy. And I did the song Groove and just the reaction of how everybody was reacting to it. And it was just like, this meant for me. You get what I'm saying? Like, because I loved basketball at first. I went to Crane. Transferred from Crane, went to Austin, but it was like I just fell out of love with it.
And why is that, man? Why do you think you fell out of love with basketball?
So I ended up losing my mama, and like,
oh wow,
she was a big part of my life. So I was playing ball, and she was like a big fan of it. So when I lost her, it was like the love of the game slowly was just leaving.
Wow, man. Now before we go any further, since you didn't already talked about Groovy, man. Why not play Groovy? Now, I'm going to let y'all know, those of y'all that's listening on live, so I don't get in trouble. Groovy got a lot of ish that we really can't play on radio, that we did a lot of rehashing, but I hope y'all still get the vibe with Groovy. I'm just keeping it real. Y'all could be like, dang, half the song like, yeah. I'm just keeping it real.
Man.
But, man, look, we did want to bring Groovy to you. So, Groovy from the homie Telly Capone, man, is in your ears right now, man. We got more with him in a second.
Telly Capone. Goofy off these pills, get the huff from off me. Heard these niggas acting sick, I got something for the coffin. Put a hole in his head, now he a fucking dolphin. And we ain't doing no drive-bys, then we huffin' walking. Heard that nigga was a star to meet you, bitch, this is bad. I was so high to laugh, forget how many flicks we had. If a nigga end up all wrong, then we gon' fix his ass. If he a language, we gon' argue him, we gon' beat his ass. I do my little dance, ooh. I do my little dance, I do my little dance, ooh. I do my little dance, 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 I do my little dance. Ziggin' hatin' and ziggin' mad cause I got my own way. I use a strap, do up the hands, but these ain't the old days. Need some mints in my pocket, they watching, I'm taking off like a rocket. She giving top, I had to stop, but the side mirrors I watched. Boys is creeping, swear I'm not tweaking, if it's a op I'm deleting. Met a little freak, she got on her knees, hit so good I got her a beef. I hit the mall, I bowed out, lower the window and throw the receipt. She say ain't know anybody, then she lick my body, then I go to the sleep. Bitch, I'm goofy off these pills, get the fuck off. Heard these niggas acting sick, I got something for the coffin. Put a hole in his head, now he a fucking dolphin. And we ain't doing no drive-bys, then we up and walk. Heard that it was a star to meet, she bitch this ass. I was so high in the last, bitch, forgot how many blicks we had. If a end up on wrong, then we gon' fix his ass. And he a language, he gon' borrow, and we gon' beat his ass. I do my little dance, ooh. I do my little dance. I do my little dance, ooh. I do my little dance. 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 I do my little dance.
So I gotta ask Telly Capone, me being the fool that I am, man, what dance do you do to this record, man? What dance, man? Describe it for us.
It's a little hip movement dance with your hand up. It was something just came out of nowhere, just being intoxicated and being lit with my family and just did it. Then everybody was like, we doing it in the video.
Okay, so you know that you just set that up real good, man. We need people to go see where you do this dance at so we can learn how to do this dance, man. All right, so where do they go?
YouTube, type in Telly Capone Groovy.
All right, Telly Capone Groovy on YouTube, and we can see how to do this dance that he be doing, man. It's Fusion Radio, Brian Stinson, YTS Keys, man, in the building. Our homie, man, Telly Capone from 290 is in the band.
Hey, why you be... we ain't even gonna do that, but Brian be geeked up when somebody from 290 comes.
He got to, man.
But I don't know, he be too geeked up though. I don't know.
The right way.
He tell you the right way. That's because he be wanna dance too though.
No, man, don't let him.
That's what
let him do that.
Because I ain't gonna say it like that, but a lot of people that come from 290, they be having songs like that you could dance to and stuff like that. So he be ready to dance. That's what it be.
That because 290 is lit. Like, before trouble is fun. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not too much of who he is we having fun. Then if he bring problems, then it's problem.
For sure.
It's not too much focus on problems. It's focus on getting money, and then all the problems come next.
So, like, that's a good transition right there. Like, see, I'm from over east, so I couldn't tell you nothing about out west. You feel me? I couldn't even try to tell you nothing about out west. So, like, for certain people out here that's not familiar with out west or someone's even from your part of out west, like, could you explain to them how it was growing up over there and, like, what it comes with being from out west?
I'm not gonna tell no story. Like, growing up out west, lit. Like, you go down the street, you see a group of 10 playing 32. You go down the next block, you see a fire hydrant that some old man will bust on the block for everybody to have fun. Like, it was always something to do when you out west. Like, everybody knew everybody. Like, everybody. So that's why it be so deep when the beats be so deep, because it be like, I know you for real and you know me for real. So that's what makes the beats so deep. But other than that, before all this record started, out west like one of the best places to be.
Most definitely.
Fifis was the best about it, though.
See, I was finna ask about that. Like, so how is it being in a Fifi? Because I ain't never went to a Fifi. Even though we know, like, a Fifi is a party, but, like, when you go to a Fifi, it's a little different, though. It's just
Fifi, man. The Fifis, man, one thing you don't do, start honking your horn. Because it's 2 blocks deep full of over, like, 300 people out there. You invite your family invite their family and their friends, now you out there.
Most definitely.
And everybody passing out liquor, the weed man out there, whatever you want is out there. Just don't come out there trying to start no stuff. Dancing, bopping.
Man, see, that's one thing I wish we did have over east though, or like just like towards this way. Like we can't never do nothing like that. Like,
right.
Even if 30 people, 10, 15 people come together, it's something bound to happen.
Yeah, something bound to happen, man. That got to be a change, though, man. It's too much out here to be risking all that.
And then one thing I do know, like, from just rotating through the city and, like, talking to certain people, because, like, I got friends from out west and stuff. Like you said, one thing y'all really good at and that I like, y'all really oriented on getting some money, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like you said, like, yeah, stuff happens and it's not just chicken, you feel me? You can't just come over here and say and do whatever you want to do, but the main focus around that, though, be about getting money, and y'all be able to come together, whole hoods or whole blocks come together about getting money, though, you feel me? Not coming together because we finna do this or hurt these people. We come together to put something together, get some money.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause that's how it go. You got to. And plus, don't nobody want to be out here into it. People got the upset. They say you broke. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get your money. But I just like that you get it a easier way. It's more a help out here. Because I feel like don't everybody out west don't look at you as I'm like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get, like, no disrespect to out west or over east or anything, when you get to out that way, you start to move different. You start to look different. It's like a whole different environment. But when you get out west, you be like, it's so fast paced. You be like, oh, everybody moving out here because everybody doing something, and it's just about getting money.
Most definitely. So, with you being from the west side of the city, I got a question, and it ain't necessarily controversial, but I want to see what you and Brian gonna say. Which one y'all think better, Uncle Remus or Harold's?
Come on now, man.
I never had
Come
Uncle
on,
Remus
man.
though.
Come on. I had Uncle Remus the bomb.
The bomb? What you think? Cause you didn't have both. I ain't never had Uncle Remus, so I don't
You
know.
ain't never had Uncle Remus?
Well, you know what? Let me bring you on there and tell you. So my goal is when the weather really breaks, and we get a summertime shot, is to take my brother YTS Keys to the west side and go to Uncle Remus. That's what my goal is.
Right, man, you got to, man. Go live when you do it, too.
They say go live.
So everybody can see it. Shout out to Uncle Remus.
No, because it's like I got people from out west that I rock with and stuff, but I never really had a purpose in being out west. Because I ain't going to lie, I went to out west one time. It's a funny story. I went to Uncle Remus one time. I mean, not Uncle Remus. I went out west one time for a female, and it was around like 10, 11 o'clock at night. All I seen was the police. I got so scared though, cause I'm like, why is there so many? But it was so many people outside at the same time. So I'm like, I ain't used to this right
It was
here.
different for me because my first time out south, it was like, oh man, I'm finna run to this store right here. Ain't nobody outside in this gas station, and open the door. Man,
It's 10
I'm
people
like,
in the store.
oh, so this where they at? Nah, it's be over with.
Just loafing though in the store.
Loafing.
Man.
Store man ain't telling them to get out of nothing. They
this
run
they
that store.
stove. This they stove. They in here every day. You could cock them like a job. They gonna be in here from 10 to 2 every day. And ain't nobody gonna say nothing.
I had to home my own walking through that store.
I love this conversation, man, right here, man. This is funny.
No,
it's funny, but
see,
it's
like,
true.
even when you think about the music though, like different points of views of the city, like you feel me? That's why your music probably come out way different than my music, because the way he raised and the way he came up from being from out west
Right.
is way different than how I grew up coming from over east. You feel me? So like that's kind of interesting when you think about that though.
But you know what's also interesting is that every city has a part of town like we do. But why it seem like when we talk about our city to other people feel like we're talking about like different cities. You know what I'm
they be
saying?
saying that too.
Like people say that all the time.
I think it's because we carry ourselves different. Like, when an out west person walk in the room, you gonna know they from out west. You get what I'm saying?
That's facts.
If they, yo, what's the word? Like, you see how I came in, yo, what's the word? If it was a out south dude, they coming in, they mugging. They trying to make sure they ops in here.
Hey, no, he hit it on the head though. Like he low key did though. That's
Up north, they
definitely how
talk.
it is.
Up north, got a little proper talk to them. Like, man, where you from up north? You get what I'm saying? Like, but it's all the same.
Like it's crazy though. But then see when you go outside of the city though, and you go to a different state, they know we all from Chicago though.
But then, yeah.
But that's crazy though, cause they can't tell you from out west. You feel me? Over east and nothing, but
Yeah.
they know you from like from Chicago, or you not from where they.
But an out west person could tell an out south person when they in the stores or anything, you could be like, you from out south, ain't you? They be like, yeah. Like, I could tell, man. It's just the aura that you bring.
Definitely be like that.
Man, Telly Capone is here, man. I got to compose myself because I'm over here cracking up laughing. The visual picture that I have of what both of you guys are discussing is out of this world right now, man. But
Yeah, it's just trying to get an understanding.
now what I want to do is I don't feel like it would not be proper if we don't do this is. The reason why you're here is because an awesome person that referred you to Fusion, and that's Aisha Oliver. She was here. You remember she came through.
Yeah, that's the activist.
Right. And, you know, you absolutely enjoyed chopping it up with her. And she was like, B, the West Side has to get some shine on the show. And so she referred you. I was excited about having you, excited about having the other artists in the future that we'll have, man, and everything. And so just want to shout out Aisha, man. Aisha actually just recently got spotlighted during the month of Black History Month on GCI, man,
Yeah,
for what she does. You know,
I call her Superwoman.
She is,
always
man.
doing something. She
Yeah.
always doing something to better the community. Like, man, I call her Mama Pooh because I've been around her since I was a shorty. When nobody wasn't really doing too much for me, it was her. She came and just took me up under my wing. Like for prom, she paid for everything. She just helped me out so much because she say I reminded her of herself. Just out here, I was out here, lost my didn't know my pops, and living with Grams. You know, you can get over on Grams. So it was just like I was just out here doing this, not really going to school, but I had talents that I didn't even know I had. So she brought a whole lot out of me.
Well, man, we definitely want to big up her, man, because she definitely is doing a lot, man, to definitely, man, help out in the community, man, and be a mother type figure, you know, to our youth and everything. So once again, big up Aisha Oliver, man. So
love you, Mama Pope.
I want to talk about, man, that's real right there, man. I want to talk about, man, you, man, and your career, man. What's some things we should know, man, that you've accomplished that you're like super proud of that you just want to share with us, man?
I'm actually happy that I'm more consistent now. As a rapper, I'm more consistent. I got my music on all platforms, Spotify, all that, and doing interviews now. Just doing better stuff to better myself and getting known more.
No doubt.
And I'm really doing it and I feel as it's really happening.
No doubt, man. No doubt, man.
So what can we expect from you in the future? Like, what you got going on? Are you thinking like just putting singles out, trying to build some type of buzz up, or like you thinking about, or you working on an album right now? Or something?
Right now, I just held back a tape because I'm finna do an album. Because I realize what we do as rappers, our man moves so fast. So we come up that song after song after song after song. Mm-hmm. And all them great songs that we had, we do nothing but push them back because we coming out with another song. And I done did that so much that I got so many songs now. Now it's like, okay, I'm finna put 5 songs on the mixtape. And it'll be like, but these songs mean way more than just a mixtape to me.
For sure.
So now I'm just finna drop a whole album. Birth for Telly.
Birth for Telly. Okay, so like, what can we be like expecting from the Birth for Telly?
The real Telly. So far as like the groovy, that was a lost Telly, I feel. It was a Telly that was out doing what everybody else doing, pills, drinking, doing all that. Just doing what everybody else doing. And it was like, I know what I really, really want to say, but it's like, do they really want to hear this? They love this. So do I really want to give them this? But now it's like, I don't care. Like, take it out of here. If I have to lose fans or lose followers, I'm just give y'all the real me. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely, because that's the best way to do it, though. Like, you always want to give them the real you, though, at the end of the day. Like, because I always look at it like this. If they don't rock with the real you, then they don't rock with you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because I could put this persona on for so long, but then sooner or later, you're going to have to figure out the real me. So I might as well give it to you in the gate.
Get to know Martell and not Telly Capone, basically.
Exactly. You feel me? And a lot of people don't understand that because we human at the end of the day. We regular people. We got a talent that certain people just don't got, and we know how to express it, and we know how to put it out there. You feel me? But at the same time, we still all just regular human beings, though, at the end of the day.
And this one helped me with my like thought processes and emotions and everything. Cause as a man, we supposed to stand strong. Whatever you get hit, you're never supposed to show it. You get what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to hear that. Like Rod Wave, and don't nobody want to hear that. Some people need to hear it because you can save somebody's life by doing that.
Exactly.
Because I know me expressing myself in these songs helped save my life. Now, I look at that song Groovy sometimes and be like, I can't believe I made that. Because I know I'm way more talented than that. So, but they loved it. I love it.
Most definitely.
Performance-wise, man, what is it like to be in the presence of Telly Capone, man?
Oh, you gonna forever be lit. Like, I don't have dull moments. I'm a joke all day. And it's just, man, a ball.
That's what's good, man. So, man, we got one more single, but before we get into that single and talk about it, man, social media wise, man, keep us in tune with you, man. How do we follow you?
I'm everywhere, Telly Capone, from YouTube to Facebook to Instagram to Spotify to iTunes to all that.
So this single, man, Hard Way, man. What should we know about Hard Way?
Hard Way was one of those songs that I was taking L's back to back, and I was somewhat losing myself, and that song made me pour out my feelings to get myself together. So it's just, you gonna hear a lot of pain, a lot of flashbacks that I had and things like that.
Well, brother, man, from the bottom of my heart, man, so super proud of you, man. Everything that you're accomplishing, man. Love your energy, man. Love the music, man. And definitely, man, rooting for you in a major way, man. YTS and I, man, to, man, see you do major things, man.
For sure.
So we got Hard Way from my brother, man, Telly Capone. It's Fusion Radio with Brian Stinson and YTS Keys right here on Fusion Radio.
Telly Capone. Yeah. I learned the hard way, had to grind and go get it. I needed a handout, they ain't pay me no attention. Seeing my homie laid out to the ground, he was pendant. Made me go do some wrong, I still pray for forgiveness. I need help, why get this hand I was given? I was just searching for love, I like the cars I was flipping. I'm with them, wrong or right, don't give a fuck if he tripping. They think they know my life, but never sit down and listen. The streets can call me up the worst way. I done seen them singing line, watch digging down they birthday. Saturday morning, RP shirts, that's the worst ache. Walking to the casket, ground shaking like an earthquake. Supposed to hold me down, but you left when that plan failed. Came up together, room smaller than a damn cell. Yeah, we put in work, what he singing like his name Kel. But this shit over, and I ain't wishing you no farewell. Get it back in blood, but our heart it don't feel the same. Thinking that this X in these drinks can really feel the pain. Just lost Big G's, and I hate to really say his name. I'm still pushing like you told me, and this shit forgive me for my wrongs. Some God I can't make right. They say you get a battle to the strongest, guess that rich right. Grandma don't like my lifestyle, she praying all night. It's 30 and it's 40, grandma, so I'll be alright. The hard way, had to grind and go get it. I needed a handout, they ain't pay me no attention. Seeing my homie laid out to the ground, he was pendant. Made me go do some wrong, I still pray for forgiveness. I need help, why get this hand I was given? I was just searching for love, I like the cars I was flipping. I'm with them, wrong or right, don't give a fuck if he tripping. They think they know my life, but never sit down and listen.